Bucks continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup on the road. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. You take a look at Sacramento. Henson with the screen. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Now, Chris, tonight we see two teams with a lot of upside and still realizing what they can do, where their season can go.
It's a look into the future of the league, Kevin, and you gotta love it. It's always exciting to watch the young players develop.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Just 5 to shoot. Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
Pass to Brogdon. Henson with the screen. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's Fox. Coley Stein, a screen. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, look at the strength of Fox. Amazing how he maintains control despite getting roughed up a little bit.
Middleton with it. Out guarded by Hield. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Pass to Brogdon. And he comes up with the deuce. Brogdon's got his first points of the game.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Now, here's Fox. Coley Stein, a screen. From the arc. Tries again. They kick out to Hield. Here's Fox. That one misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Touch, the timing. Bogdanovich loves catching the defense by surprise with the shot off the pass.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Good. Fox has got his second bucket of the night.
Driving with ferocity. I mean, when Fox puts it on the deck, he's fantastic at finding ways to finish.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Hield outside. There's a good screen over Middleton. And Henson pulls it down.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Henson with the screen. In the corner, Middleton with it. Pass to Brogdon. Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got 6. Here's Fox. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. De'Aaron Fox, C-Web, with a very slender build. Does that concern you at all?
Not at all. I love his wiry strength. It holds up the contact better than you might think. Plus his speed beats strength any day. He's got to stay in the weight room, though. He knows.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now Fox. He's got 6. Pass to Bagley. Here's Cauley Stein. Bagley with the ball. Off on the layup. And here is Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. Henson with the screen. Now Brogdon. Middleton with it. A 3-ball. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. And stolen by Cauley Stein. One-on-one here. Bagley with a wide open look. Sacramento again missing.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. Here's Middleton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
Now here's Jackson. Cauley Stein, a screen. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Bucks leading by 4. Pass to Mwaba. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Mwaba's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They set the screen. And here's Bagley. He's guarded by Brogdon. Looking to end the drought. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
The screen from Thompson. Back to Brogdon. It's stolen by Bagley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Jackson. Here's Bagley. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. On the wing, Jackson. No good from outside. Bucks leading by 7. Brogdon with it. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 4. The screen from Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. He has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Now, here's Maker. And now it's a double-digit lead. Maker's got his first bucket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now here's Jackson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. In the corner, it's Brogdon. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Now here's Shumpert. Labissiere, the screen. Farrell for 3. Rebounded by Maker.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
.158 left in the first quarter. Pass to Nwaba. Milwaukee the rebound. The 3 from Korver. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It could be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Milwaukee leading by 12. Now Dellavedova. Pass to Middleton. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now Labissiere, defended by Middleton. Right wing. Picked by Randolph. Farrell for 3. Thompson with the rebound. .58 seconds left to play in the first. It's stolen by Labissiere. Inside. Shumpert. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Love the aggressiveness. Shumpert isn't afraid of going inside.
The screen from Thompson. Here's the screen. Outside Korver. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from 3-point range. The Kings trail by 12. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Out left to the wing. And here's McLemore. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Lays it up and banks it in.
Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
Middleton for 3.
Look at Shumpert on defense. He's excellent at contesting without foul.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point lead. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
Outside Randolph. Here's Shumpert. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Right side, Randolph. Pass to Farrell. Over Dellavedova. Rebound, Milwaukee. Now the Kings moving their G League affiliate from Reno to nearby Stockton, California, which is a 45-minute drive from the Golden One Center.
Yeah, I love it. The Kings fans have more of the Kings brand to support. I mean, it's all about accessibility for players and personnel. I mean, a definite change in climate, though. They'll get cooked.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pass to Randolph. No good there. And Milwaukee the other way now. Now, Antetokounmpo. And it's good for two. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. You know, when it comes to ongoing contract negotiations, C-Web, how distracting did you find it for those players and for yourself to deal with all that going on?
It can be very distracting if you allow it to take over. What I would suggest for players in those situations, whether you're a restricted free agent or a free agent, I would give you one piece of advice, and I think LeBron has epitomized this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what team or what pending teams or what city you like to go swimming in or you and your wife visit in the summer, because all that does is create confusion. And all it does is send a message to fans and other players that maybe you're thinking about something that you can't control at that time. And so usually I think you should go introspective. You should work as hard as you can to improve and to get better. But that is something that definitely can distract you. And so hopefully we have a great layer of people that can be barriers from kind of the outside noise. The contract is going to be what it's going to be. And the only way you can continue to prove your worth is by going out there, executing every day on the court.
Good stuff. Picked by Randolph. Pass to Labissiere. Healed outside. Here's Randolph to end the run. And that's off the glass and in. Randolph's got his first points in this one.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's Middleton. Over McLemore. Middleton can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 15. Healed left side. Pass to Labissiere. They kick out to Heel. Off target from three-point range. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Henson with the screen. They set the pick. Back to Middleton. Puts it up. Offensive rebound. Pass to Maker. Puts up a three. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's Sacramento now. 15-point game. Here's Hield. And Henson sends it back. Here's Snell. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Oh, I like seeing Labissiere expand his range, looking solid from the mid-range.
Henson with the screen. Pass to Middleton. Shot to end this cold run. And he lays it up and in. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. And he makes that one. Labissiere's got 4 this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Oh, look at Skal Labissiere. I mean, he grew up in Haiti. I mean, in the 2010 quake, his family's house collapsed on top of him. Luckily, they were rescued, and that drove him to leave the U.S. at age 14 to pursue a basketball career.
The Bucks making a change here. Bucks leading by 13. And Chris, I remember hearing after that quake, trapped for hours in the rubble, Skal couldn't walk for weeks. Then he comes to the U.S., didn't speak a word of English. There's a lot he's overcome in his life.
I mean, think about that. That's where success comes from, his perseverance. That's going to serve him well. Think about 1 year at Kentucky. He didn't dominate, but he's never let adversity get the best of him.
Fox with it. He's got 6. Pass to Bagley. Back to Fox. Poked away.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter. Fast break, Milwaukee. And here we go. Snell, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Henson with the screen. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got 7 points in the game.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Hield outside. Coley Stein a screen. Jumper off the screen. Hield can't hit.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Bagley. Coley Stein a screen. They kick out to Hield. Clock at 6. Here's Bagley. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Shot's good by Middleton.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Pass to Hield. There's the pick. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Bagley. It's in the bucket for his fourth field goal, shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
A screen from Thompson. Pass to Snell. To the inside. Here's Nwaba. Shot clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. And he can't bank that one in. The Kings trail by 17. Now here's Bagley. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
And you ask his teammates, Tony Snell is a very soft-spoken, very modest guy. But, Greg, don't let that fool you.
No, he's a competitor. I mean, he goes hard every minute he's on the court, even now that he's playing big minutes.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
Like right here, you have to value each possession, especially when you're behind.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Nwaba from the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
And here's Bagley. It's stolen by Maker. Out left to the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. The screen from... Oh!
Nice. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Out to Shumpert. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Bagley. Misses from short range. Bucks leading by 21. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Bucks substitution.
Here's Nwaba. No good on the quick three.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Pass to Bagley. The shot comes out, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game, and the next game it'll be played in Los Angeles. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Brogdon. It's tipped. Outside for Jackson. Here's Shumpert. Knocked away. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's Korver in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brogdon. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the middle. Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting it.
They set the pick on the wing. Korver. His 3-pointers off the mark. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we'll be right back after this. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. The Kings trailed by 21. Here's Farrell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Bagley. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 21. 17-foot shot on the way. Out to the wing. To the paint. Here's Snell. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Snell's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Bucks. Labissiere, the screen. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
In for your Kings, Willie Cauley-Stein, De'Aaron Fox.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Bagley. There's the pick. Henson with the screen. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Ball going up court. Good. Fox has got 8 points.
You got to love the decision-making from Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving as a passer.
Bagley with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Bucks leading by 19 points. To the middle. Here's Brogdon. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Can you say poster? Those are some impressive ups. Way to go, vertical.
Sacramento making a switch here. Cauley-Stein a screen. Here's Bagley. And that one is good. He's got 14.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Down low. Here's Henson. And John Henson with the slam.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Pass to Bagley. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Buries it from three-point range. Shumpert's got his second basket.
Okay, Shumpert is a super confident three-point shooter. Look at his release. Superb extension.
Henson with the screen. Middleton on the wing. He's got 7. Clock at 6. Over Cauley-Stein. Middleton can't get it to go.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
Back to Fox. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
There's the pick. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Bagley. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of, but it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Henson with the screen. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Brogdon's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Bagley. Makes it off the glass. Bagley's got 18 points in the game.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. The Bucks have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. AC Webb, for your money, who does the best job of combining guard skills with a classic back-to-the-basket game?
Whoa, I mean, you think of Cousins. He's 7 foot, not the fastest, but he has back to the basket and then crossover three-point shooting ability. Embiid as well, talented. And, of course, Anthony Davis, who I think was a point guard and had a great growth spurt in high school.
Yes.
He's just a guard in the big man's body.
At the line for your Kings.
Zach Randolph, a paragon of consistency over his career. In his prime, a nightly 20 and 10 guy, and still producing.
And the Memphis Grizzlies retiring Randolph's number 50 going into last season.
And helped forge an identity for that team and really made them relevant. I mean, he's played on a handful of teams, but I think Memphis was that match made in heaven. And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Milwaukee leading by 17. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Pass to Bagley. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Bagley, no good.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Here's Snell. He's covered by Randolph. Snell, no good.
That's the art of rebounding in a nutshell. Box out, hold your ground, and haul in the miss.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Out to the wing. Kings moving the ball around. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Bucks leading by 17. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take, and he lives mostly inside the paint, and still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to kind of gone away.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Now, we've all seen this guy's development. Thompson has proven to be a valuable role player. He's exceptional at tracking down rebounds and a more than capable defender.
There's the pick. And it's Bagley at the elbow. Over Antetokounmpo. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
Pass to Bagley. Back to Fox. Now here's Bagley. He's guarded by Brogdon. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hield. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
And Hield is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of him.
There's a screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. But they get it back. Here's Nwaba. Hits it from three-point range. Nwaba's got his third basket of the night right there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Look, this is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
Fast break. Here they come. Here's Middleton. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Farrell. 5 on the clock. Here's Randolph. And again, unable to change momentum here. Milwaukee in total control. Maker with the ball. Thompson outside. Middleton for 3. Rebound by the Kings.
And look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And you can see the comfortable level Bogdanovich has. I mean, close to the rim, he knows he has the touch.
Middleton outside. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. For Milwaukee, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Sacramento with the ball. On the wing, Jackson. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Cauley-Stein. It's stolen by Maker. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either. .143 left to play in the third. Nailed from three-point land.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Pass to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. There's the screen. Maker with the ball. Defended by Labissiere. From about 16, he doesn't hit that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Coach Dave Yeager never missed the playoffs as head coach in Memphis. Chris, is it tough to go from that kind of success to a team now in rebuild mode?
You bet it is. I mean, it's a different challenge to build something from the ground up. It takes a lot of patience. You have to appreciate the small moments of progress, even when the wins are few.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Both shots good from the stripe. And Yogi Ferrell, the undrafted Indiana product, went undrafted after staying all 4 years in Bloomington, but he has shown, Greg, to be a very strong player.
Yeah, and Ferrell is the perfect example of why you give a 4-year player a chance. Knows how to make the most of his time on the floor. I think he could start for a team, maybe be the sixth man, lead the second unit, play off the guard. He is just such a versatile player.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And so Dave Yeager has had enough. Timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about is rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Sacramento making a switch here. 29 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. Labissiere, the screen. Healed from outside. Cans it from downtown. Heald's got 8 points in the quarter.
Hield continues to expand his range. The way he shoots it, you feel it's going in every time, even from way beyond the arc.
Thompson, left side. Pass to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, huh, with that emphatic slam.
The defense was way too soft. Somebody get out there and get tough.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Milwaukee leading by 20. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's been a few years now since rules were put into place to curb the hack-a-shack strategy. Webb, do you think the NBA made the right choice in discouraging that style, that tactic?
You know, Kev, I'm torn on this one. I don't think so. I do think that the game would have gotten ugly, the pace would have gotten bad, but I think it would have been only a couple of years as players would have been embarrassed enough to improve their game. As I travel to different places, the one thing that's the difference between the United States and other places they can shoot free throws. Other places they just aren't at the park dunking or hanging on the rim. They're actually shooting shots and skill sets and dribbling and out. You know, I was at one time a terrible free throw shooter, and the embarrassment of not making them, missing them late in the games, not being able to be there for your team the way you want to, oh, trust me, it's no better motivation than that. Not giving me a handicap and a crutch saying, oh, don't do it. I don't like the fact that they've tried to place a curve on the hack-a-shack strategy. My thing is get you in the gym in the offseason and make some free throws.
The screen from Thompson. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Now here's Hield. There's a good screen. Pass to Bagley. Webb, when you look at how basketball is taught at early levels for these kids, middle school and then high school, anything there that you would change?
Yes, I would change to developing all players and taking away positions.
Interesting.
When you are young and you're in, let's say, third grade and you're the tallest player on the team, and I make you a center and I pull you to one end and I only show you how to make layups. I don't show you how to shoot threes or to dribble. I'm assuming that your body is always going to stay the same. And I believe that coaches should teach great skill set, shooting, passing, dribbling. And when you do that, a player can then become the full player they're intended to be instead of teaching incrementally where a player may get stuck and identified as this type of player his whole time. I think that really what you need to do is teach full skill sets and allow players to develop. Just think if someone would have said, Kevin Durant, you can only shoot layups. We wouldn't be able to see the true unicorn that he is.
Wonderful thought. And it's Mwaba missing. And so here's Sacramento. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they established a physical edge in this game, and it's led to a big edge on the scoreboard, too.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Bogdanovich, no luck. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Step back on that one and let it fly. Brogdon's got 21.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, the game looks like it's starting to wear on them. Unable to get out, defend the perimeter, unfocused. It's a bad sign.
There's a screen. 4 on the shot clock. Bagley with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Bagley with the bucket.
And I tell you what, when Bagley plays with energy, it is difficult trying to stop him. Awesome at just staying on the attack.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now, Antetokounmpo. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points here in the second half. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Last year, the NBA moved the trade deadline to before the All-Star break, C-Web. Did you like that decision?
It caused teams to make trade decisions much sooner, and I like that. But I don't like the fact that maybe if, let's say, I'm a fan of Utah Jazz, and you trade the player that we love so much, and he's an all-star, and I can't root for him as a Utah Jazz fan. So as a fan, it gets a little bit tricky because that's still my player, and I want to celebrate with this guy at the All-Star break, but maybe I can't. But I think that what it does is it makes the teams much more competitive because no longer can you sit back and wait and have the time you could before to think as much as you could. Now you have to make a decision on who your team is, the identity, and do you want to get better now or take the risk now? And I think it's put some teams on the hot seat, and I like seeing teams on the hot seat having to make decisions quickly.
Pass to Bagley. Cauley Stein a screen. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Bucks ball.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Dellavedova with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Pass to Middleton. From deep. And another three for Milwaukee.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Three-pointer Hield. Sacramento again missing. Doubled by Fox. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Chris, we hear the word switchability, popular term used these days. Talk about the importance of having guys who can defend multiple positions.
It's so important because it allows for the flexibility with your matchups. You can avoid being forced into mismatches. So you definitely need players like that. However, Kev, I think that the NBA is going switchability crazy. You shouldn't switch everything. Switching on defense should only be if the coach wants to take a player out the game or if it's just needed at the last second. Usually communication is the key because there are no new plays under the sun. You see the play coming and developing it, and if you can communicate, that's usually when you don't need to switch. I think coaches have lost trust in players' willingness to communicate, and switching has become kind of a lesser of two evils, I guess you could say. And I hope we get away from as much switching as we do because it puts guys in totally wrong positions. And if you have a smart offensive player, he'll pass his way out of that right to the guy with the mismatch.
Now, your take is real interesting. And Maker sends it back. Bagley, no good. Milwaukee in total control. Right side Korver. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And you gotta love that mid-range shot of Korver. Knows how to get the space he needs to let that one fly from that area.
And here is Fox. Cauley Stein a screen. Three-pointer Hield. Sinks the triple.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Dellavedova with the ball. They set the pick. Here's Korver. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Korver's got 4 points this quarter.
Look at that focus from Korver inside. He has a nice soft touch when he's in close next to the basket.
Pass to Hield. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Bagley. Over Maker. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Middleton. Bagley with the rebound. Here's Sacramento. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Releases from the wing and drills it. Hield's got 13 points in the second half.
Yeah, instinctively too, Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator, and that's one reason why his team is playing well.
From 12 feet out, kept alive. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Henson. Henson with the screen. Goes up again. The offensive rebound. It's stolen by Bagley. Pulls up on the elbow. And Henson sends it back.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. Both teams will make substitutions. To the inside. Here's Snell. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
That one goes. Count it. Bielitsa's got 4 points in the quarter.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Right, the pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Timeout called, the Bucks. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vladi or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Bagley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Now here's Bagley. There's the pick. And Fox has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. To the left side wing. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's easy to look at his scoring as the key to this win, but there's so much more to it than that. It's a triple-double. He got it done everywhere.
Pass to Hield. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And hate to make a mistake there, have to stay focused.
You're so right. Trying to shrink the deficit, sometimes you push too hard to make something happen.
Pass to Lopez. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up.